and gentlemen, we're here. We are here. Welcome to game number 4. We're in game. We've had a absolute blast. I have to say, Slav Rain, it's been a long time since I've had this much fun before the game has even begun. Like, we weren't even in a game. We were just setting up for the game, and that you are just the absolute joy to have in chat. Thank you for jumping in tonight. And we still get to cast a game. How awesome is that?
We still get to cast a game. Excellent. Game 2 coming out for Wendy's, IES, and Team McDonald's.
Wendies. That's their name from now on.
Wendies.
Wendies. There we
Just
go.
gonna slowly butcher it over the. Every time Future dies, we butcher it even more.
Exactly. Well, we've got a Master YI band away from the side of Wendies and Silas band from Team McDonald's.
Jake, I can only take so much.
All right. I'll just go ahead.
Silas. Yeah, no, just a Master Yi, Silas. I don't, like you said, you know, it's hard to target ban people when you don't know what they play specifically. But
I could call some people out, but I'm not. I know what they're going to play if they let it go through. Unless they surprise you, sometimes they do. There's a couple people in here that I know some of their mains. However, there's a bunch of new people as well. EU serve, one of the very new people. And a couple people who've only seen it a time or two before. Uncle Herc, Really You, Futuristic Create, welcome back. 897, been a little while. Elise band away, crazy strong level 2 gank, but as well, she's really difficult in the early game to deal with because that cocoon, late game, not as bad, but the AP burst can snowball a team super hard. To be fair, though, I haven't seen her played in a while.
High mechanical champ, too. You know, I don't know who's jungling on the Team McDonald's here, but champion definitely requires games to play, and could have been like a target ban for your serve there, or potentially whoever's jungling on the team of Team Wendy's.
If I had to pick a jungler, it would not be Catinator. Because Catinator is an AD carry.
No, he's spamming. Wait, I thought he wanted mid.
I missed with what he said. If he wants mid, that's awesome. Change it up a little bit. I know
thought he was saying I called mid in chat before we started. So
could be.
Maybe that wasn't him. Could have been. Ooh, Tryndamere hovering here by Uncle Herc. The flashing knight, dude. I like it. Regular old fogged for the win. Uncle Herc looking to stake his claim on the Tryndamere throne.
Well, maybe he can also be joined by Ashe if they decide to pick that up, make it the king and queen pairing on that
I'd like
team.
to see only Freljord champions out of Team Wendy's.
Tryndamere. Oh my gosh. You're making it neat. Tryndamere, Ashe, Braum.
Sandra.
No,
Trundle,
you can't have
Volibear.
Sejuani and Lysandra. You can have Volibear, but you can't have Sejuani and Lysandra because here's the reason why. Because you can't have all 3 queen sisters. They're just infight. You literally the red team would win straight up because there would just be so much infighting between the 3 queens. Like you just can't.
Truly.
So Ashe, Braum, bottom lane, Volibear, jungle, Tryndamere top, and ooh.
I know Trundle is Freljord.
So Trundle top, Tryndamere mid lane?
AP Tryndamere?
AP Tryndamere? Oh, Kassadin is well known as being a Freljord champion. When you're frozen, you gotta have the mechanical suit. You gotta make sure that you can breathe when it's just windy and everything. It's kind of like one of those oxygen masks that people wear on the top of mountains. I can't make TF of Freljord champion.
Twisted Fate, another well-known Freljord champion. You know, when you're alone on the Arctic tundra, you know, what better to have than a deck of cards? Truly.
All right.
I read a Reddit post.
We are rewriting
the
Riot's lore
combinations of shuffling a deck, and you know, like maybe Twisted Fate is hunting those perfect combinations.
In his suede leather jacket and cowboy hat on the tundra, knocking down those polar
taking
bears.
smite for the polar bears. Yeah.
All right, heal it up, Lux and the Yasuo. That's a one trick I could have told you. Not surprised if it doesn't get banned away. He's going to play it super strong in the mid lane. Evelyn, also picked up by Futuristic Cray. He was asking me in the Twitch chat whether or not Evelyn was strong in pro play. What I said is that Evelyn's incredibly strong. However, the team usually has to play around Evelyn because she's an assassin, but also isn't like a Zed that has a ton of escape ability besides her ultimate. She really requires her team to position the enemy team well for her to then go in and get the kill. If she gets fed, she can snowball a game so fast and so hard. But if she doesn't, it could be she's just shut out of the game.
Yeah, no, wait, did you cut out? Or?
No, I'm here. I was just saying,
okay, sorry.
if she doesn't get snowballing, she can get shut out of a game.
Okay, shut out is what, but it sounded like. I'm sorry. Anyway,
my voice shut out.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, post 6, when she gets her stealth, it's gonna be really hard to keep track of her without the use of control wards on the team Wendy. Oh, you changed it, so it's just Wendy's now. Bless future. But yeah, as an assassin, you know, she's really focused on making sure she gets good flanks, and like you were saying, her team needs to kind of corral the enemy team into positions that is advantageous for her to get those flanks and get those picks. You might see a little, you know, mind games go if she ganks Tryndamere, you know, making sure you hit R before she presses that ultimate button. You know, it's gonna be a trick. Like, do I need to press R? Is she gonna press R? But you know, you don't want to be caught with your pants down and you didn't ultimate rage if she uses her ultimate.
Never press R when your pants are down. It's just gonna be a bad day.
Words to live by.
897 grabs the rumble for the top lane to see what they can do against the Tryndamere. I'm kind of a big fan of Rumble against Tryndamere. You've got the harpoons to slow him when he's trying to make an engage. Plus, if you go aggressive and you say, you know what, I will trade with you, auto for auto, flame spitter for giant sword. I also have my ultimate that I can catch you on the way out. There's been a lot of times that Tryndamere's been trying to run away with less than 100 health with his ultimate, and then the last second Rumble drops his own ultimate across Tryndamere's path. He's caught out and he still dies. So there's some good back and forth opportunities for plays on that top side as the Taric and Ezreal are locked in for the bottom lane
Two
of
more
Wendy's.
champions.
Hey.
They're doing it.
Well, technically Taric is Mount Okay.
Mount
Taric comes down from the mountain, but it's snowy on the mountain, so he doesn't come down very far, just to more icy plains. And, you know, I guess he gets to see pretty stars if he's in the Freljord.
On the mountain so long, it was on a glacier, and it broke off, shifted, and floated.
Floated him to the Arctic. There we go. I see. And then Ezreal, he's an explorer. He's just exploring the Freljord. Yeah. Okay. All right. He has signed his life away to the Freljord ways as Karthus comes through. We're not even going to try to change his lore at all. He's just a ghosty boy. Intra loves Karthus, one-trick champion for that player, but he does play Azir as well. However, when Heal It Up is playing in the mid lane with Yasuo specifically, Intra likes to go Karthus jungle because it allows Yasuo to go so aggressive, landing the tornadoes into the last breath, and then Karthus ults on top of it. That power of the last breath plus Requiem is very hard to get out of. Now, I'm surprised Heal Up's not taking Ignite. I expect that to change because sometimes the spells are slow to load until we get through this initial timer and start into that 3-minute timer. I should be a Ignite coming up here in a second. If he sticks with that heal, okay, he sticks with the heal, and that's
Yasuo
because
80 carry.
Yeah, yep. I just realized that.
It's like it's Yasuo 80 carry. I want to see if he's quick enough to land the ultimate, because you can ult off of a Thresh flame. You can actually ult off of a Thresh hook, like during the tug. That counts as a knockup. But you got to be real fast if you're going to capitalize on any of Thresh's. Other than that, we're not seeing any other knockups coming out from the team of Team McDonald's. It's going to be that Thresh Flay, the Thresh Hook, and then Yasuo himself. So definitely going to have to be self-serving and somewhat heal it up on the Yasuo 80 carry in the bot lane. And they have Exhaust and Heal, looking to just kind of survive against Ezreal Taric. That's not a very volatile lane unless they're able to catch Ezreal out, but Taric should do fine keeping him safe. You know, Taric Ezreal, a very safe lane.
Relying
knowledge coming in here, but
relying on his own Steel Tempest, that Yasuo, but Heal It Up proficient should be okay. Let's roll through the players and the champions and then start to break down once again two teams that screw tanks. They say we don't want any tanks playing. We're gonna go for those kills. For the side of Team Wendy's, not IES, Uncle Herc taking the Tryndamere for the top lane. Ear serve in that mid lane with the Kassadin. Catinator taking the Twisted Fate into the jungle. That is crazy. We'll talk about that in a second. Travesty with the Ezreal AD carry role, and it's Linvale back, not worried about the quiz, rolling with the Taric support.
All right, and on the side of Team McDonald's, we have Reliu on Thresh as the support. We've got Futuristic Kreia on Evelynn in the jungle. Heal It Up on Yasuo AD carry, running heal in the bot lane with Reliu on Thresh. 8-9-7 on Rumble in the top lane. And to finish it off, Karthus, Intra on Karthus in the mid lane. I do want to touch up on that Twisted Fate jungle.
Yeah.
You don't see it very often, and there's actually a lot of potential builds you can go. You could go the Blood Razor route and just look to be kind of like a sustained damage, like they've already got decent like damage on their team as far as sustained damage goes with the Tryndamere and the Ezreal, but you could also see the Runic Echoes and just playing like a standard burst AP mage Twisted Fate. But I think it'd be pretty cool to see a Blood Razor Ginsu's Blade of the Ruined King TF coming out here, and maybe like a stacked deck max. That could be pretty interesting, and I don't think it'd even be bad against Team McDonald's here.
Well, the best thing about Twisted Fate, when you think about junglers and trying to gank, the problem is they have to walk through the river. They have to actually come into the lane. And Twisted Fate says, you know what? Screw that. That is old school. I'm going to just literally show up in your lane with a teleport anywhere on the map. So TF can just show up in the lane with a gold card ready to stun the enemy. Should be pretty happy about that. So his gank potential is huge. I agree with you that I'd like to see the attack speed Twisted Fate, and the main reason why is that outside of TF, they don't really have good options for if you get onto a turret, knocking a turret down quickly. Ezreal has good damage, but he's mostly a spellcasting ADC. Tryndamere needs to get up close and personal melee, and so if you instead rolled with a auto-attacking champion, fast auto-attacking like a ADTF, that could be your way into the turret taking or those team fights where you just need that overall sustained damage. Ladies and gentlemen, one quick last welcome to game number 4, second free play game on this Thursday night. We got Team Wendy's taking on Team McDonald's. We gotta know who is the better fast food chain. If you think you know, drop it into the Twitch chat. Hashtag Team Wendy's or hashtag Team McDonald's. You can just hashtag Wendy's, hashtag McDonald's, either way. Let us know which one you think is better according to the comps before we even get to first blood. Suave Rain. Just comp alone, who do you think is going to win?
Due to the current meta and Lane Kingdom, I'm going to have to give it over to Team Wendy's here. Tryndamere is going to be able to, Rumble is going to be able to pressure, I'm sorry, Team McDonald's. I got my teams mixed up. Rumble is going to be able to pressure Tryndamere early. And he's going to be able to shove him in and potentially, look to get some dives pre-6 with Evelynn, especially if Evelynn is able to get her ultimate that drops tower aggro and teleports her backwards. They could look to bully Uncle Herc here in the early game. Thresh Yasuo bot is pretty volatile. I mean, like I said earlier, Taric Ezreal pretty safe, but it's not impossible for Thresh and Yasuo to kill them. Taric is a melee support. You'll have to walk up, potentially get flayed, maybe caught out by a couple Yasuo tornadoes from the Steel Tempest. Ezreal, if his E is down and he doesn't have like Iceborne Gauntlet yet, you might see some kills on the bot side of the map. As far as TF jungle, I'm fairly certain it's worse in early game clears than Evelynn, but yeah, we'll have to see. I'm not well versed on TF versus Evelynn jungle matchups.
Oh, this is so meta. Everyone should know this. When you're
my bad. I've done my.
Stay updated on the meta, right? There was an entire segment of the LCS, podcast where they're talking about TF jungle and how he's the new thing. Just kidding. I expect, actually, in the jungle, Evelyn to be looking to try to make those invades because TF in the early game is so... He's going to be slow. There's just no way around it. He's going to be slow trying to clear that jungle. Evelyn's going to have some pretty good burst damage, and you want to try to shut the TF down as much as possible before he hits level 6, because once he hits 6, he's going to be a ganking monster. The stun from Tarek is going to miss. That means the flame from the Thresh lands. The death sentence doesn't need to land because Heal It Up is flashed in to secure first blood for the side of Team McDonald's. You know what? We'll give it to Futuristic. He wasn't even a part of it, but his team got first blood, so I just predicted the future. Superior analyst knew that was going to happen. That's why I changed Wendy's.
Super Psychic Jake Helton. And there it is, the Thresh Yasuo in the bot lane picking off. Tarek just walking up too close, didn't respect the level 2 from Tarek Thresh there. Or Thresh Yasuo there.
It was also a good dash from Yasuo. Hold on, TF, he calls me out. I don't need level 6 to gank. Are you kidding me? I got gold card. I'll walk right into lane, find the gold card, give a reverse, or a trade kill to the Tryndamere on that top side. Actually, well, TF stole the kill, but you know, he's got to get that level 6 sooner than later, so we'll forgive him this time.
I think he just walked straight, just red, blue, scuttle, and then just right through Tri-Brush into the top side. He's actually looking to repeat gank here after Rumble just teleported back to lane. If he pushes up, could see another kill in the top lane, and that's really not good for Rumble in a supposedly winning matchup against Tryndamere.
Now this time Tryndamere does not have Ignite. 897 going to go aggressively. It doesn't have the ward. However, he's walking around. The flash forward from TF to get that gold card. The shield comes out and a good flash from Rumble. They burn the flash. TF is still running around in a circle. A serve going to be in trouble, flashing over the wall. But the hook from Liu gonna find it. Give the kill to Intra in the top lane. Rumble still in trouble. He's gone red, but he's got the shield back. Uncle Hurt taking the turret, letting Catinator fall as the turret shot comes through, and Rumble secures one, making it 3-1 for Team McDonald's. The fast food is striking back quick. Sun in the bottom lane, onto the Yasuo. Heal It Up is exhausted. He doesn't care, so he's gonna go forward, try to get the Steel Tempest, knock up its Linvale, and gets out. That's what Yasuo has, the mobility. Goes back in onto Travesty, avoids the stun. He's still gonna get the exhaust out, though. The Steel Tempest lands. The flash from Travesty. He's been able to get out for now. Ryu still chasing that one forward. Should have Flail up here in a minute. Flay up here in a minute. Doesn't decide to use it. Might still be on cooldown. But again, a trade one in the bottom lane. Ezreal down 10 CS.
This is really a best case scenario for 897 in the top lane. You know, he's got the winning matchup, and he got repeat ganked after teleporting back. Goes in on Tryndamere. You know, TF flash gold cards in, but he ends up making the Dyrus flash over the wall and capitalizing on Catinator's aggressive footing there. He walked up, tanked a couple turret shots, and all 897 had to do was walk up, press Q, hit S, and emote.
All right, so keep an eye on the disparity of levels in the bottom lane. Heal It Up, level 4, the Ezreal level 3, and he can keep going. That aggression probably not going to let up. Double the Ezreal's CS as Travesty walks back into lane. Serve in the mid lane on that Kassadin, even farm with the Karthus, about level 5, so should have that level 6 coming through soon, and that's really when Kassadin can start to try to find some of his own kills in the game.
No, this game is on a clock right now. Like, Team McDonald's are on a timer with champions like Tryndamere, Kassadin, Twisted Fate scales extremely well, so does Ezreal. Tarek is one of the best late game team fighters. That's why you see the Sona Tarek and LCS. Both of them are just incredible, but we're definitely looking at a very scary. The wind wall from Heal It Up, beautifully timed to stop that gold card from TF flying in. Think they would have been fine regardless because they were already so far back. Either way, good stuff. Also, are we not entertained? Another Infernal Drake, first Drake of the game. Linvale taking a little bit of damage from the Yasuo, who's keeping up that pressure in the bottom lane. But with that Infernal Drake on the map, that's going to make things even crazier, depending on which team picks it up first. Well, right now, Team McDonald's is really dictating the pace of this game. Heal It Up and Liu doing a good job in the bot lane, making sure they keep Ezreal pushed in. Tarek unable to really walk up to the wave and get his Targon stacks. They're making short work of him here in the bot lane, but And with bot prio comes dragon prio. You know, they're going to have a really good, advantageous position to just walk up and take this early Infernal, and it's really going to make a big impact because you definitely do not want to see it on the side of Team Wendies. Like I was saying earlier, they're scaling comp. You know, if this game goes past 35 minutes, you're going to have a rough time.
Thresh rejoining Yasuo after dropping a ward, a control ward near the Drake on the river as the Scuttle Crab was secured earlier by the side of Wendy's. Evelyn looking at that top lane, but there was a ward was caught or seen out, and so decides to go ahead and back away. It hasn't really been much of an impact in the laning phase, but again, Evelyn, you really want to hit that level 6. You want to get some damage. Otherwise, you're kind of like just a cannon minion walking into lane, deals a little bit of damage, but not going to do that much.
Levels are very important on the side of Team McDonald's here. Yasuo, once he hits level 6, it's going to be a lot more kill pressure.
Oh, hold on. The flay, the hook, the stun comes through. Yasuo's got the damage. They burned the flash. However, the Steel Tempest did fly away, so no opportunity for the last breath from Heal It Up.
Oh, we might see a Card Assault coming out. I believe it's... Oh, he doesn't have mana right now, but he's doing a really good job of passing it into the mid lane. Oh!
I've seen that so many times before. Intra is a master of those cues. Places it behind the turret where you can't actually see it very well. Picks up a kill against the Kassadin in the mid lane. Great stuff there. Evelyn's headed down towards the bottom lane. Keep in mind, this Yasuo does have ultimate Cosmic Radius very early from the Taric. Are you kidding me? It won't be up for this dive that's bound to happen. Futuristic Kriya is here. Gonna go ahead and start to set up, looking for the charm in this bottom lane. There's the dive. The exhaust comes through. Riliua tanking up as much as possible. Able to drop the lantern as well to get one out. However, Travesty finds a trade, but the Cardinus ultimate's gonna come in. Ezreal lives, though, has just enough health. I think he might have even popped a potion during that. Yeah, he's got a potion ticking away.
That lantern was for Yasuo, Evelyn. Evelyn ultimate dropping the aggro and forcing Heal It Up to take the aggro. Thresh throwing out the lantern, but Evelyn took it out. Took away his escape. Ezreal living too is just salt on the wound there for that bot dive. Otherwise, well orchestrated. You know, I really respect just Riliua walking up and tanking it, Futuristic landing the charm, the key target Ezreal there. But good on Travesty for making it out and staying alive.
2,000 gold lead for Team McDonald's. That Evelyn finally making her first play in the bottom lane, picks up a kill. Of course, ends up giving Yasuo over as a sacrificial lamb. That's what you gotta do. When you gotta carry, you sacrifice your teammates. They are pawns for you to play your game. And Evelyn's starting us off with that aggression. Now, the Scuttle Crab has traded hands in the bottom lane around that Infernal Drake. As this nice sun comes through, there is a TF here. He's going to be trying to set up with the gold card. He tosses it out. Not yet. He throws it. It's hit the Yasuo. However, there should be a lantern from the Thresh if he wants to drop it. The flash already used by Heal It Up. Trying to get to the turret. Should be able to get in time. Catinator finds the stun onto the Thresh. A Flay as well comes through. The Ezreal's got a lot of damage. Evelyn's here just off to the side. Nobody's seen her just yet. However, the side of Wendy's backing away for now. Another gold card from the TF. Riliu dropping down to about a quarter of the health. Top lane, a little bit of a duel on the island. They're left alone. Who cares about signaling for planes passing over by when you're on an island? You kill the enemy! Uncle Hurt going in with the ultimate. He's got the slow as well. A chicken dance for 8-9-5, but he's got a flame spitter. Burns that Trinamir down. That'll be lunch. Last breath onto 2 members. Heal It Up's got the shield as well. The flame from the Thresh. A double kill for Heal It Up's Yasuo.
Really volatile bot lane, like I was saying from the very beginning. This is exactly what you don't want to happen on the side of Team Wendy's, because you know if they're allowed to get ahead, they're gonna be able to take over this game before Wendy's team comp can come online. But a good gank here in the mid lane. TF making sure they just shut down this Karthus.
Oh, Intra flashing. He's going to survive for a moment longer with the flash from the Kassadin. Secures one onto that Karthus. Catinator finds the gold card, though. Futuristic Crate should go down. The lantern comes through from Riliu, but the Evelyn has repositioned herself. Riliu still gets the kill. Finds the death sentence. Flashes away. Kassadin has just been pulled right next to the Evelyn, so he will pick up a second kill. However, he's still actually chasing aggressively forward. Heal It Up is here. He's going to go in, looking for the kill onto the Kassadin. He's got that heal as well. Keeps himself alive. A lantern available for him to take. He takes it and gets out. Oh, True Shot Barrage! Cuts down the Thresh. Travesty.
Eating my words here. I was about to say I'm going to hand it over. great job showing up where his team needs it, giving them key lanterns to get out of danger, making sure he flays the right targets, just being where he needs to be and making sure that his team is getting the picks and the kills and the escapes that they need. Man, right as I was about to start saying that, the Ezreal comes across, does give him the first death of the game, and one's across the board. 5 kills on the team of Team Wendy's to 9 on Team McDonald's.
And this is not the Ezreal we saw last game. This one lands his true shot barrage, and now the Infernal Drake started up by Wendy's. They want that flame grilled burger. They're going to try to get it. Karthus is here, but the smite from the TF will secure it. So first Drake, and it's an Infernal Drake, goes over to Team Wendy's. Kassadin chasing, and keep in mind, though, you can see just off to the side, it's a second Infernal Drake coming up in a bit. The death sentence from the Thresh will make sure that Karthus comes down. Rumble ulti onto 2 members. Linvale falls. Eurosurf trying to escape. He doesn't have another ultimate. He is gone. Futuristic Kree picks up a second kill. And now Travesty, the only one left in this fight around the bottom side, trying to defend the mid lane. Tryndamere pushing on the top side. What a death sentence! The flame comes through as well. They're diving this Ezreal underneath the turret. Evelyn finding a little bit of damage. Nice charm as well. True shot barrage. Oh, really was not going to be caught by that a second time. And Intra finds him with those
Hate
Qs.
to see it. Travesty really trying to go for the second ultimate onto Ryu, but he makes a nice side step, saw it coming, and Intro was able to capitalize on his mispositioning with some good isolated Qs there on Karthus. Bot lane has been doing fantastic this game, but it's actually really bad that they lost that to Team Wendy's, because like I said, with this scaling comp, you definitely do not want to see any added power to the game past, like I said, 30, 35 minutes into the game when Kassadin...
Oh, Evelyn gonna find the charm, and they're gonna drop Kassadin. No chance at escape. Evelyn even ults for it, but Intra steals it away. 5, 1, and 2. Setting himself up to be a solo carry this game. Has a third of his team's kills. Also,
Intra's doing a really good job shutting down the Kassadin here. Kassadin was the big wild card, always main account's challenger, but
897 in trouble on the top, just going to fall. Death sentence once again by Thresh. Double flame backwards. No Cosmic Radiance coming in just yet from the Taric. It's already still on cooldown. That means that Karthus ulti takes the Taric out. They could go for the turret, throwing out one tornado, just pushing Ezreal back. This will be first turret of the game to the side of Team McDonald's. Heal it up, dashing through the minions. Doesn't go forward as he gets a nice Q from the... Ooh, and True Shot Barrage. Probably going to think twice.
Camera from Riot Games doing work here, making sure we see every single one of these death sentences connect on their key targets. Man, Ryu is doing work. Definitely working towards my MVP for... too early to say, but as a support main, I am seeing what he is doing, and I am liking it.
All right.
Ryu's doing a fantastic job on Thresh here.
Support main, what do you play?
Oh, I was a Thresh one trick for a while, so Thresh and his fine element. I'm like, whoo. But I've been picking up Galio and having a lot of fun with it. Galio's seeing a lot of play in high elo. It's not typically banned, but his capability to just lock down team fights is just something to behold. You ult and create a lot of pressure. Just a really fun champion. Definitely one you need to put some games on to make sure you know how to play it. But
heal it up, try to 1v2. Are you kidding me? Cosmic Radiance is going to fall onto Travesty. Heal it up, doesn't care. Waits for it to fall off before going in with the ultimate. However, he's going to be stunned up by the TF Catinator, finding his own kill in the bottom lane. The over-aggression from Heal It
Blood
Up
Razor
means that it's a shutdown. The Catinator getting 200 gold bounty for that kill. Myself as a support main as well. I like the Galio. He's all right. I enjoy the Thresh. I'm not as good on him as I want to be. I am a Leona main. I absolutely love her aggression and lockdown. Leona. She's bae in my heart. I will.
The age-old question, like which League of Legends girl is like the best? Which one's like
it's Leona.
Absolute waifu? It's Leona.
100%.
I would agree with you there. She's got class. She's got armor.
Who needs Ahri? Who needs Lux? It's all about Leona.
All about the sunlight.
That's how I get my tan,
oh, absolutely. Me too. As you can see by my
Pale
Very
white
tan
skin.
nature. Caucasian showing.
Screams in Caucasian. Death sentence from Thresh could have
Caucasian
missed.
intensifies.
the Tryndamere finding his own solo kill on the top side against Rumble. Going to be jumped on by Heal It Up, who's got a Steel Tempest available. Going to miss that one. Pressure from Team Wendy's in this mid lane, bringing 3 members here. They've given up on the bottom side. They already lost 1 turret. Karthus can't stop the TF from dropping the Rift Herald, so this might be the middle turret going down. Rift Herald should be able to knock the rest of it down. Evelyn around the corner. She's behind this team. However, she doesn't want to try to 1v3. Karthus in trouble. He's going to get locked down, stunned, exhausted as well. But the Rumble ultimate comes through. Got some damage down to Catinator. Interest trying to escape. The healing coming through. Keeps the Karthus alive. TF is gone. Rumble and Evelyn are here. You serve trying to escape. The charm coming through from Futuristic. Cray should be able to find it.
Evelyn does
The
have
Thresh is
flash.
on the backside. Evelyn does not burn flash just yet. Thresh is just walking through the enemy team's top lane, headed to meet up with Yasuo as they push in the top side. They were able to secure the top lane turret during all that chaos. Another death sentence. He's got the flame. He's got the tornado. The last breath. The ultimate as well. This duo, holy moly. It's amazing. True Shot Barrage just slides on by.
Oh man, Liu doing not to circle jerking, but I'm really impressed with fresh play coming from Liu here.
I swear Ezreal was somewhere on the map. I don't know. He's back on the fountain somehow. May have AFK'd for a moment there. Catinator going in, finding his son on to Heal It Up. He gets the lantern! Are you kidding me? The tornado lands. Heal It Up gets the shield as well. Usurp flashing forward, gets the ignite, shutting down the caster's height, but did get a kill in return.
Ignite. Actually, Heal It Up would have died to Catinator's red buff, but the Steel Tempest procced his domination tree and gave him the taste of blood that he needed to live from it, and actually forced the Flash Ignite out of your serve to finish him off.
Just
so
insane.
Cassidy inadvertently having to blow both of his summoners for a mistake he caused.
But I think that he actually got 150 gold shut down, so maybe it was worth it in the end. 150 gold, flash, and ignite. I don't know. Infernal Drake was secured by Team McDonald's, evening it up between the two teams. Gold card comes down. 8-9-7 in trouble, trying to make a play onto Travesty, knowing that his life is short. He doesn't have much to live. That is going to be a mortality rate in the bottom lane. The doctors prescribed death to the Rumble, sent back to the fountain for another 30 seconds. But again, it's just all chaos. The teams are literally everywhere. There's no organization. It's all just how many kills can we get before the end of the game.
I love the fire cannon on Twisted Fate here. Definitely making good use of the bonus range to make sure you can get in range to land your gold cards and hit the key targets from an extended range. You know, it is the Blood Razor, like we were saying in like champion selection, that it's going for that consistent AD damage. And you'll have Ezreal, you'll have Tryndamere, you'll have TF now. Kassadin, once he hits level 16, is going to be a late game monster. You can only keep him down for so long, especially now with both teams having an Infernal. I can see this game going pretty long.
Well, the snowball will have to come online for McDonald's and stay online. They've got a 5,000 gold lead, which is definitely solid. But as you said, the game scaling should start to wane a little bit for them and go in Wendy's favor. So we'll see if the 4-1 Evelyn, 6-1 Karthus, 5-3 Yasuo can keep this up. Yasuo currently hanging around on this top side, gonna walk right up, dash through minions, looking for the Kassadin, misses the Steel Tempest. GG, surrender, just go ahead, end the game. You missed that tornado, that's it, it's over.
He's at 100% crit chance now. The Static Shiv, the IE, the Berserker Greaves, Heal It Up is definitely reached a power spike right now, and he's looking to pressure it, especially on Euroserve. Still not even finishing his second tier boots as he goes in on him, looking to chase him down. If that knockup lands, surely the end of Kassadin here.
Oh, he might make the trade on the Catinator as well! Heal It Up!
Melee range.
1v2, next competitor arrives. Challenger is here. Linvale thinks about it twice, backs away, misses the stun. Thresh is here as well to help out. Lands a hook onto Travesty. Oh, the monsters cannot be stopped. They cause the Cosmic Radiance to come out of the Tryndamere, but now the Tryndamere is here, forcing Heal It Up and the Thresh to run away. Hook comes through. The Tryndamere still gets the kill onto Yasuo. Evelyn ult, but Tryndamere ult saves him for now. He's been able to walk away with a little bit of heal as well. There's the Karthus ultimate coming through. 897 around the corner, dropping the ultimate, but it's the wrong direction. Flashes forward with the Flame Spitter. Still wants to take down Travesty with the last harpoon. Does so. Linvale surviving for just a moment before falling to that Flame Spitter underneath the turret. 897 going golden so that he can grab the lantern to get out as well. What are we watching? The hook from the Thresh. Cassidy has fallen. Catinator's trying to do the best that he can. He gets one, but still goes down. 27 kills to 13. Ace for McDonald's. They may be fatty, but they're fat on Team Wendy's kills.
And a 5 for 3 in that like extremely extended fight. You know, Twisted Fate and Cassidy both even dying twice in that fight. Starting it off with Heal It Ups like Yasuo in the top lane, taking 2 1v1s in a row, taking them both down, eventually dying to Ignite, but such an extended fight here, and we're really seeing Team McDonald's take over this game and make sure they shut it down early. 13 to 27 kills, an 8K gold lead out of Team McDonald here in 22 minutes and a half. Really doing a great job making sure that Team Wendy's does not reach late game, because that for them is their win condition.
It's not an exciting Infernal Drake. It's a Mountain Drake that's coming up. Usurv going to catch out Intro. The Karthus in trouble. Has the flash. Can't get over the wall in time, though. And will go down. Might even throw in the ultimate for the fun of it. Decides not to go ahead and use it. Heal it up. However, going to jump onto Uncle Herc. The ultimate comes through from the Tryndamere. Yasuo avoids being stunned up. It still falls. Rumble is here. Drops his own Thresh around the corner. Finds a death sentence onto Catinator. Tosses the lantern out for 897. But his stopwatch is a little bit too early. He's not in position to grab the lantern. And now Ryu in trouble. This is the potential turnaround from Team Wendy's. They're making the plays. They've picked up 3. They're looking for a 4th. Catinator is here. Evelyn is alive. She's able to pick up 1. She's got 2 with the ultimate as well. So it is going to be a 1 versus 3 at this point. Evelyn on the run, Tryndamere on the chase. In the end, a 4-4-2. Not worth it for Team McDonald's. The Baron started up. Evelyn's still alive, though. She doesn't have flash, but she could try to steal this Baron away.
Yeah, no, Evelyn used both ult and flash in this fight. She does have the plant over the back of the wall. Her smite is up, and she is level 13, and Catinator's dead. So if they continue to fight this, especially since they can't see her on this vision, they have to back up here. They know the danger of taking that fight with Evelyn still alive, but Team McDonald's spawning here, looking to keep them on the map so they can look to pressure the next objective, because if Team Wendy's is able to reset, they're going to be able to come back even stronger, buy new items, especially after winning that fight. And the late game progresses. 25 minutes here. They're picking up the Mountain Drake, like you said. Not very exciting, but will be helpful in the long run. It's one of the best mountains to have one of. Well, Mountain Drake.
You got to keep in mind, they backed off because several of the members haven't recalled yet. Tryndamere is sitting on 2,700 gold. Mountain Drake going to go over to McDonald's. Cosmic Radiance from the Taric is well timed, keeping the Taric and this Tryndamere alive. True Shot Barrage, Nyx Futuristic Kree. The Evelyn tries to go back in, finds the Charm on 1. Karthus Ultimate's going to wreck a lot of health, taking off a bunch of people. However, the damage from Travesty continues to poke in. Really, you trying to step forward. TF Ultimate, he's just going to be flayed outside of it. Not sure where that Ultimate was going, but the Ezreal is still here. Might be able to find the kill onto the Evelyn. Ooh, the Q almost lands. He's still on the run. A bit more poke onto the Thresh. He misses a death sentence. Are you kidding me? Now Travesty has to outplay both an Evelyn and a Thresh. He's running away. Arcane shifts. Takes away a few minions. Death sentence is going to land, and that will be the ace for Team McDonald's.
Relio really putting on the pressure, dude. I'm just very impressed with this Thresh play. He's constantly walking up, constantly giving his team the lanterns they need to follow up, finishing off these fights. But really scary there from Team Wendy's. Definitely the Taric ult into the Tryndamere ult. I mean, Uncle Herc stayed alive forever, but he was sitting on 3K gold. So
yes,
you got to take your fights where you can win them. And I think Wendy's thought I had it there, but Ryu and Future definitely coming out in the end there and making sure they cleaned up the targets they needed to.
Now imagine instead of going for the Baron, as soon as that fight on the top side had changed, they realized that they had won the fight. Instead of trying to 3-man Baron, they had immediately recalled. Uncle Herc had purchased with that 3,000 gold and then had fought around the Mountain Drake. That fight could have looked entirely different. Because a part of that was the 700 gold bounty that he got off of the Karthus. Yasuo soloing out 2 members. He's looking for Uncle Herc as well. The Training Ultimate's going to be used. Lantern comes through, and Uncle Herc is making his own plays. Flashing in, trying to kill the squishy Karthus. Can't find that kill. Mostly just wanted to potentially get away from 897. Tarek is spotted. He's all alone, trying to run away. It's Linvale. What can you do to escape? Is able to dodge out on the death sentence for now. Still in trouble.
A rock in a hard place.
Finds a stun onto the Rumble. Flashes the wall. He's wasting red team's time. The Evelyn's coming through in the meantime. Cassidy picked up a turret on the bottom side. However, he's still going to be popped, caught out. You can't escape from an Evelyn. And that might be the Baron, actually.
Yeah, no, all members are having to run from base except for Yusuf here. No teleports on the side of Team Wendy's. That's a free Baron. They were definitely in position. Really, really good macro play coming out from Team McDonald's here. They made sure they positioned themselves properly, and I don't know if that was just hashtag Yasuo things or hashtag Tryndamere things, because Uncle Herc definitely getting a return kill on Heal It Up, making sure that he does not die for free. And little scuffle there in the top lane. TF taking a fight. Thought he could win, but Evelyn hitting him with the burst. 11, 2, and 8 to that 4, 10, and 8 TF.
I mean, I really got to give credit to Cat in the Air for trying something fun. No one really runs the TF in the jungle, but he's been making it look really fun, regardless of it doing well or not. Top side, though, Evelyn had ultimate available. Everything was on cooldowns. Literally just face rolled the keyboard and dropped the TF where he stood.
And again, on the TF pick, I love the Blood Razor. I love the Fire Cannon, the Wit's End, the Berserker Greaves. Like, trying something new and having some success on it as well. Just not in that play.
Not in that play. Ooh, Rumble. Dropping the ult and going golden. It's Linvale coming in as well. Finds a shield. Tries to find the stun of Karthus. It will miss. But the exhaust is through. Karthus goes golden. He should survive long enough to flash away. And now the death sentence lands onto the Cassidin. McDonald's can do no wrong. The flash forward. The hook will miss from the Thresh. However, TF once again in trouble. Exhausted. Flayed backwards into the awaiting arms. The rest of the team. Futuristic Kree picks up a second in a row kill onto that TF. Heal It Up can now walk boldly forward. They have that Baron buff. They're just waiting on the minions to start taking away these inhibitor turrets.
And Bloodthirster with 100% crit chance. Heal It Up is going to be quite literally healing it up every time you use Steel Tempest. He's probably getting 200-300 like health back every single auto attack or Steel Tempest. You might look to get some grievous wounds on the side of here to shut him down.
Ooh, Thresh lands the death sentence, decides wisely not to take it as there are multiple members of Wendy's that were around the corner. Thresh also going to... Tarek also going to be hooked up. Karthus ultimate coming in. Going to be enough to help the Evelyn take down the Cassidin. However, Yasuo has fallen. Keep that in mind. Futuristic Kree extremely low. Ult backwards. Rumble's coming and trying to save the day. Drops the ult. Flame Spitter dropping Linvale low. Absorbs the True Shot Barrage. The ultimate from Tryndamere as he's trying to spin to win in. Takes down the Evelyn. Now trying to 1v1 the Thresh. Should be able to win. And Katnir's got all the auto attacks he needs in the world. Ryu giving himself a little bit of heal with redemption, but it's not nearly enough. Uncle Herc will take a double kill. And now the ultimate from TF to the bottom lane to save this bottom lane turret as Karthus is pushing in with the Baron, and Wendy's holds.
A mixed build coming out from Uncle Herc here. Ravenous Hydra, Essence Reaver, I respect it. Gnasher's Tooth, Merc Treads, like, we're seeing some interesting builds in this game, and I'm loving it. Yeah, Karthus being the only one that survived that fight. Now having to like teleport back to base there. Oh no, he didn't have to. That looked like teleport. That's fine.
25 kills to 42. We have passed the 50 kill mark. We've passed the 60 kill mark. We're pushing 70 by 30 minutes. We are getting almost 2.5 kills per minute this game. It is, well, actually 2.2 kills per minute this game.
Oh, I hope that's a Ginsu
Quick maths.
on that TF. I hope that's a Ginsu's on that DF. He's going to be doing a lot of damage if he has his way in these fights. You know, fleet footwork. If he had lethal tempo, you just right-click people and just, you know, playing Gambit in League of Legends, having a good time. Oh, lands the stun on him.
He was waiting at the last second so that heal it up was shopping. He's going to throw out a nice tornado trying to get to the blast cone, but Catinator's attack speed, you were just talking about it, catches him out, and Cat might be the carry turnaround for Team Wendy's that they desperately need. Windrake started up by Team McDonald's. Tarek over the wall, going to find the stun for a little bit. True shot barrage from the Israel almost steals away, but Karthus secures it, and the Lantern pulls the Rumble to safety. Evelyn, seeing if she can find somebody to assassinate. The TF is wandering by. He's got double buffs, though. Keep that in mind. Travisy's all alone. Ooh, Travisy's gone.
Have to ult.
Yep. That's what,
Yikes!
Okay, hold on. Evelyn's there. Evelyn's gone. Thresh is there. Thresh is gone.
Man,
897.
Kassadin.
Spells, Flame Spitter, interest here as well, though the Kassadin's being so mobile. Can you drop the Qs in time? He's all over the place. The Defile from Intra stays alive, and now he's trying to make the play onto Lindenvale. He should be able to get the last bit of damage, and that's a double kill to the Karthus. In the meantime, Uncle Herc is on the top lane turret. Yasuo going to come up to try to defend. Just goes straight on in. Uncle Herc gets the turret. Now he has to run away. Has the ultimate, but the last breath's going to hold him in place long enough for the Karthus ultimate to come through. Yasuo may even give it over to the Karthus, letting Intra 13, 3, and 4. Catinator, in the meantime, is just carrying his team by taking away another inhibitor turret in the mid lane.
He had to do it to him. The Zanya's into the Kassadin.
Oh, nice wind wall. Heal it up, forcing the flash from Catinator. The gold card's already on waste. There's not going to be one up back in time. True Shot Barrage whiffs everyone and heal it up. Honestly, that wind wall was just so well timed.
There is so much damage on both of these teams. Same story as Game 3, just not really a front line on either team except for maybe the Rumble. You know, like not really. He's building AP. Thresh is building, you know, Locket, Redemption, standard, supportive, like support. Oh, lands the hook through the casting ultimate. They're not going to pick him off though. Or yes, they are. Didn't manage to get out. Went back in, but the rest of the team starts up the Baron.
Rest in the fountain for the Kassadin, and TF already being down. The timers on these deaths are getting long. 40 seconds on the Kassadin. What a hook! The flame from the Thresh pulls Linville backwards. Cosmic Radiance has been popped, but he's gone before it can truly come down. Uncle Herc goes in, wants the Thresh, but that's the enemy team support. And now 897 gonna fall as Tryndamere gets just enough damage, but it still leaves Intra alive. Catinator finds the gold card stun. However, the ultimate's still gonna come through. Two shot barrage from the Ezreal, but Intra goes legendary. Gold card onto the Evelyn, but she just holds backwards, taking the TF with her. They've onto the inhibitor turret in the mid lane. The push from Wendy's was good. They got 2 inhibitor turrets, but this might be the end of the game. Most members have 40 seconds on their timers. Kassadin's back up. He's got to defend this top lane turret. However, heal it up can just walk right through it. He's got the Evelyn and the Karthus right behind him. They're going to get a second inhibitor.
That's a redemption from the grave from that Thresh there. Yeah, level 16 Kassadin, but they're too far behind at this point. You're gonna serve doing what he can to make sure he keeps them in the game. You know, Tryndamere, Uncle Herc on Tryndamere doing what he can also, but it's just a lot of damage from both teams. And if you're not able to finish him off, you're gonna see some issues coming into this late game here.
52 kills, 231, 83 kills total. Inhibitors gone for the mid and top of Team Wendy's. They have an Infernal Drake, but the enemy team has Infernal, Wind, and Mountain Drake. Oh, Kassadin, that was a dangerous, dangerous hop over the wall. And it's an Elder Drake that is set to spawn next.
And Elder Drake is going to be really important to true damage, just adding more to their arsenal and capability to blow up these targets and make sure they are not able to be in these fights. Intra doing a fantastic job of zoning with these layways, making sure he can poke them down before they're able to get into the fights. You know, his giant wall and defile, just zoning them out of the fight. Tryndamere half health before he even
He's going to go, and he's got that ultimate available as well. The Kassadin finishes off the Karthus. Keep in mind, though, there it is. The Cosmic Radiance is trying to keep everyone protected from the Requiem. In the meantime, Evelyn gets out with just a touch of health, decides not to take the Lantern back in. Uncle Herc sitting at a quarter of health, 897 trying to chase in, looking for the harpoons. They don't even need it. They're going for the inhibitor. Cat and Nate are going to be hooked up. Drop with the last breath. You said that the pull of the death sentence allows the Yasuo to last breath, and you just saw it there. 3 members knocked up. No last breath available because he just used it, but he doesn't even need it. The Rumble will fall. Uncle Herc picks up 2, but that is a quadra kill to heal it up. And ladies and gentlemen, after a absolutely mad game, Team McDonald's will take victory, and with that prove that they are the original burger fast food joint. I don't know what they proved, but that was still awesome.
The clown beats the little girl.
Oh, that's so sad.
Domestic violence here in excellent shoutcasting stream. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Don't beat up little red-haired girls, even if they're dolls, all right?
Even if they're
What a
savage on
doll.
Twitter.
They are. Oh my gosh, Wendy's is so savage on Twitter. Okay,
God,
let's
I
run
love
through the honorable mentions and MVPs this game. All right, for the side of Team Wendy's, that's going to be Uncle Herc, EU Serve, Catinator, Travesty, it's Lynn Vale. For the side of Team McDonald's, it's Really You, Futuristic Cree, Heal It Up, 897 Intro, because you all deserve MVPs. That game was nuts. I mean, seriously, across the board, we're not actually giving everyone MVPs, but it was
Only one
crazy stuff. I'll do the losing team, which is the side of Wendy's. You could do the winning team. For the losing side, I want to give it's tough, but I think I'm gonna give honorable mention, as crazy as it may sound, to Catinator, because his early game pressure was really good. His ults in the early game was nice. His level 2 or maybe level 3 gank at the top side with the gold card, so good. Even though he turned around and gave a kill back, it was really nice to start that pressure for that Tryndamere on the top side. In addition to that, that is paired with the MVP going over to Uncle Herc, whose timings on his ultimates was so nice and almost always traded one back whenever he died. 15, 8, and 7, his total score line. Did an excellent job on that top side, basically pushing 897 out of lane so that he could solo push that top side all the way up to an inhibitor turret, and then still join his team when those bigger team fights later in the game were going on, picking up 1, 2, 3 kills, whatever was going on.
Exactly. And on the side of Team McDonald's, this was actually very difficult for me. I had my heart set on Ryu as the MVP. I really did. But and as a support main, I want you to have it, man. But I gotta give Ryu honorable mention here, actually, because my MVP goes over to Intra. But more on that. Ryu, you did a fantastic job as a Thresh main. Absolutely great. Landed all the key hooks, made sure your team was where they needed to be, you being where you need to be. Really good job. Excellent job getting the flays for Yasuo, last breath, and just playing support in its fullest. Like, really good job there. I loved it, really. Treat to watch. But my MVP does have to go over to Intra here. Truly, like, he was the rock of his team. Laning against the challenger player and keeping him down even on a Karthus and Kassadin matchup. I actually think that's favored to Kassadin, if I'm not mistaken. But I know, like, the play over at Blue Buff and predicting the Kassadin ult with the Zanyas and baiting him into the Defile was fantastic. Like, this was really tough. Team McDonald's, really tough. Future, you did a great job too. Heal It Up, definitely doing work, but ultimately, honorable mention, Ryu, and my MVP has to go to Intra.
I mean, can you give MVP to Karthus, who just presses R, gets kills? I mean, he could almost sleep in the fountain and
on a champion that's supposed to int.
On a champion that's supposed to int. You heard it here, folks. On Karthus, you're supposed to int. If you're not inting, you're doing it wrong. Speaking of inting, they also had Yasuo, which is pretty ironic. I think Heal It Up did an amazing job, but a lot of that was set up by Ryu on the Thresh. In fact, I would even make an argument that Ryu could have potentially been MVP of this game. Now, I still agree with you that Intra gets it for the lack of deaths, but Ryu's hook after hook after hook and massive aggression. Talk about zoning control from a Thresh. Beautiful stuff. Honestly, if you want to become a Thresh main, this is a game to watch and study how Ryu did it.
His positioning was fantastic. Like, a really good job, Ryu. As a support main myself, I was very impressed. Congratulations on
Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. And also a huge thank you to Suave Rain for an amazing, amazing night of casting. Thank you so much. We have got to have you back again.
Thanks for having me. I've enjoyed myself. Like, you know, this is my casting, and I love it. It's fun. You just watch people beat each other up and talk about it. It's great.
Oh, we gotta check the stats real quick. We gotta check the stats. Oh. We gotta know who is doing the most damage.
The new stats screen, we gotta know.
Yeah, we got that. Almost 50,000 damage from the Karthus, baby. Just shy. Oh man. Okay, we can't give him MVP now. He didn't get 50,000 damage. You can't give him MVP. All right, we're gonna give it over to Teemo. Teemo gets MVP. All right. Daisy gets MVP. That's actually a meme on the channel. Is
really?
whenever we don't know who to give MVP to, we just give it to Daisy, because Daisy is the reason why Ivern exists and can do anything at all. So it's always Daisy MVP here. Good stuff, though, from both teams. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for coming in and playing, hanging out. Hopefully, you had fun. We'll be back next Tuesday night for more games. If you're on a team, that's going to be our team night. If you are just yourself, we'll probably play some free play games as well. Either way, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you all next Tuesday.